because after
Yes.
the whole demon debacle, I had genuinely thought for a while that they had murdered all my friends.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
just a little bit.
yeah. So it was this whole thing.
Yeah. I'm live now, by the way.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, so last time, hello everybody, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the team had just gone and done a little bit of a tour of the town. They had a boat had come in last night. They wanted to check it out. They went and found that there was it seems like there was a religious sect had recently arrived. Hello, Varus. Welcome. In attempts to try and track down this religious order that may or may not have appeared. They wanted to check out the boat. They went and checked out the boat. They blew up a makeshift explosive device with some magic in it that made a house 2 inches taller than it normally was,
Oh yeah.
and then scurried aboard the ship. Broke into the captain's area. He was not particularly happy about it. He basically explained that all of the people that he was carrying and the religious people had just left. He's not worried about them anymore. So the team went in, tried to track him down, went to the tavern, had a meal there. That might have actually been before getting on the ship. I don't remember. But heard rumor that the clerics and stuff that got arrived with the boat probably are sleeping, because they arrived at night after a long 3-month voyage, probably out for the count at the moment. And then they went to the blacksmithing area and hired a locksmith to fix the lock on their fresh new house that's technically theirs. And eventually
Don't have
came
the
back.
paperwork yet.
Yeah. Made your way back there, and found that Willie seems to have given in completely to his, his urges, and has at the very least attacked Joe and knocked him out into the corner. And Codswallop is currently nowhere to be seen. That's the dog.
And he's very upset because our dog. So doesn't matter you're our friend if you've upset the dog.
Mm, mm. So I'm gonna toggle. I'm gonna activate this scene. Now I have a feeling. I have a feeling that you're not going to be able to see this Tempart,
Let's see.
because you're not controlling somebody. Um, so what I might do.
It's the house.
I can actually see it, so
Oh, you
don't worry
can
about
see?
that.
Really?
Yeah.
What do
Yep.
you see? Do
I see a bunch of characters in a house.
Oh,
you see
we
them?
finally have a house.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Nice. Because you don't have a character in the house, so I was
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
yeah. So okay, I thought you might not see anything. Oh, that's fine. Cool. So yeah, so where we left off, everyone had snuck in to the house after seeing it ajar. Varys had approached the doorway to the lounge, looked in, and saw Joe knocked to the corner, and Willie the Barbarian sort of hunched over, now fully horned demon-esque.
Red skinned.
Well, he was red-skinned this morning. Which is why you guys were sort of rushing to try and find a cleric. But you see now that his horns are properly out, and he's like hunched over with his great axe, and he's and that's where we're at the moment. So what's the plan?
I'm at the doorway, so I assume it's just me that's seen this.
Yeah, so yeah,
I can't
Thoracus
see
and
anything.
Ailey can't see anything, I think Thrakus can see. Thrakus can see that Joe is knocked over in the corner.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
To keep from making any noise, I'm gonna communicate to the pair of them in their heads about what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Joe appears to have been knocked unconscious, or whatever happens to power him down. I can't see Codswallop, but our old friend Willie is not our old friend Willie anymore.
So.
Well,
I mean, that's not enough for Ailey to go off of. She'll be kind of like standing there shrugging, being like, does that mean we attack him? Like, what?
Well, it looks like he's taken Joe out, so I would say yes, we probably need to stop him.
So.
In that case, Ailey will stealth.
You're already stealthed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Thrakus 19, Varus 21, Ailey 18. Although I think you did recast Pass Without a Trace. Yeah, you still had Pass Without a Trace, so you have 10 on all of those. So,
It's
like
not too
20,
bad, then.
29, 31, and 28. So.
I thought I dropped my stealth when I walked in though.
No, you were. You did.
Your concentration?
The way I entered.
I think you guys still sort of entered relatively stealthily.
We did see that the door was hanging
Didn't
open.
I call out to him though? Because
yes, you did. You did call out.
I'm good at speaking to fiends.
You did. You called out to.
Oh.
You called out for. You called out for guys. You did open the door and go, "Hey, anyone home?" sort of deal. But you didn't call out for specifics. So you may or may not be stealth currently. You may or not. Your presence may or may not be recognized. You don't know.
Mm.
At least to Varus's eyes, it doesn't seem like you're currently noticed.
Okay.
Well,
God
are you gonna try and get
damn,
it?
why do we have to
shut
build
off?
such a good barbarian?
Mm. Yes,
I mean,
we
I
should
don't
hit
think
him
there's
with
any
some.
reason
Can Ailey walk? Can she get that far? Or would she see?
We need to hit him as hard as
I mean,
we
so he's
can before
currently
he
not
rages.
looking in your direction.
Okay. So she
You are
can
stealthed,
walk
so
over
I assume it. So you can try it.
Yep. She would walk over there ready, because do we get a surprise shot or?
If you attack before initiative starts, yeah, you would get a surprise.
It's up to Varus whether he notices that's what Ailey's about to do, to try to do one at the same time, but
I mean, this looking at things is my jam, so I'm
Yeah.
sure I would notice that.
I would say that you would. Alright, so Ailey shoots an arrow.
remember it's anti-fiend.
Yes, but it's only a 10.
I will.
But that means
Oh, hold on.
Varus
No, it's at advantage.
Yeah, because of the stealth.
Oh yeah.
Right, there you go. And yeah, it's an additional +3, so yeah.
And
So it would have been 13, but now it's 22. Sneak attack.
Nice.
Oh, I know what I want to do.
You know what you want to do? You know what you want? You really, really want?
Oh, he's gonna make a save.
He does have to make a save. I'm just gonna do. Sort of my music real quick.
That's why Ailey was like, I'm gonna attack with defense-y.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Because she's already aware that the dagger didn't do anything.
Okay.
Other than if
Oh,
she
no.
stabs him after he activates his boots or whatever, then the boots become unactivated, I think was what happened last time.
Yes.
Okay.
At least that would stop him from having
So-
an extra turn.
You slink around the corner and you pull out your anti-fiend bow. As you're readying the target, the bowstring, anti-fiend bowstring, lights up with that nice blue arcane energy sparkling across your hand, and you fire off A singular arrow strikes him cleanly in the gut. Varys, you're taking a shot as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to use Misfortune's Maiden
Okay,
because I have
you're
attuned to
tuned to
it.
that. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably should have written these things out better.
So how much
dear.
do we have to pay temp hearts person so that we all have matching pictures?
You might do them for free.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, so the bottom roll is what gets set off. So 3. So you're dealing the D4, which you got a 1 on. So you deal normal 8 damage plus 1 necrotic.
Sweet.
So let me do this damage.
I don't remember this gun. Was this from when I was sick? When did you get this gun?
You picked it up
We
off
stole
of
it off
yeah, stole it off
the last assassins.
Ah.
I didn't steal it. I earned it. He tried to kill me,
Mm.
and his gun was cooler than mine.
Exactly.
I needed it.
That's fair.
I mean, to be fair, I think I have one cooking up at the moment, but still.
All right. Well, roll initiatives, everybody.
Okay.
Were you acting as well, Rikers?
Oh, shit, where's my...
Initiative. Why do I always lose where initiative is? I can never find it. There we go.
Okay.
That was a shit roll.
Sweet. Well. So, Varys, you will be up first.
Sweet. I'm gonna do a Deadeye shot for my. No, actually, I'm gonna go for a dazing shot first.
Okay.
And fire with Misfortune's Maiden.
Cool. 3 again. Oh, and you got the 4. Nice. So that's 12 piercing and 4 necrotic. Cool.
Sweet. And I don't get
Constitution
anything back from that
save.
because I'm knocked down.
Yes. You're not regaining any of those hit points. So that shot. So your first shot goes off. Plinks him in the side. It doesn't look like it's. So you saw the arrow and your shot go off. It doesn't look like it's doing as much damage as. You've seen him take a fair amount of damage previously. It doesn't look like he's taking a lot at this point. This one, however, it glances. It's got a nice glancing blow on one of his horns, and it very clearly shakes him for a bit.
Good.
Second shot.
Yep, shot number 2. I'm not going to add any grit to this one.
Cool. Yep.
2.
And you rolled a 2. Cold damage. Cold damage is at the D6. Alright. Is that your turn?
How does the cold damage seem to have hurt him?
It looks like it's done its full amount, and you see where it hits and plinks his armor on, or his cloth on the side of his shoulder. You see it freeze up and can give it nice little ice crystals all over his arm and chesticle.
Oh, good. Nice. Yeah, I mean it's Willy. I feel like we could go all out. I'm gonna burn my action surge.
All right.
Fire again.
That misses.
Not good. 12. I'm going to use up my other grit point to give myself a Deadeye shot, so I have advantage.
Okay.
Fire one last time.
Oh!
There we go.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. So we roll crits. That. Oh, why did it roll crits on those?
Everything's a crit.
Well, we're gonna take the first one and the 7 plus 5. So it's your that one. Use crit damage, yes. And we got a 6. So you do 1d10 force damage and push back 5 feet. So push back to 5 feet and 1d10. You got a 1 on. No, you got a 2 on. So 2 damage. No crit on that one. Unfortunately. Because
That's all
magic.
Yeah.
Cool.
good. I'm going to move up and into the corner over here. And that's my turn.
Sweet. So yeah, you see Willie, just absolutely raging. He's not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking his head. But like it looks like all of his like joints are locked up. Like he can't seem to get himself moving.
Nice.
Ailey, you're up.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, first of all,
First of all,
is that the right one? Yeah,
Yep.
gain an extra attack. Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess shooty.
shooty.
Again. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Well, obviously too far away for breath weapon. I'm just trying to decide. I was just looking at some of the stuff I've got. But no. Shooty.
Okay.
Shooty. Oh, and I get sneak attack on one of those.
Do you?
Which would be the first one.
Why do
There's
you
no
get
one
sneak
around then.
attack?
Remember?
You
Because
would have gotten
there
it
is
on
no one
your very
around.
first hit.
Or
before
do I
initiative.
have to be up against?
You have to be up against him for that. For your
Yeah, that's right.
Rockish no, Rockish audacity.
Yeah, I think so. Hang on.
Yeah, if you were within 5 feet of it, because
Yeah.
it's meant for your like being a pirate, fucking riposting sort of bullshit.
Yeah. But okay, so yeah, no sneak attack.
No sneak attack. No,
Um,
but you get both attacks. So yeah, 2 arrows, blink, and his regular old shrugging off of
is
stuff.
that adding the,
Oh, that's wrong.
Grit one back as well.
or is it just +2?
Oh yes, there's an additional +3 damage to him as well.
Yeah,
Um,
to per hit. Did you add that for the other attack I did?
yeah, I think so. I'll check. No, I don't.
Don't forget, he's got to take 2 wisdom saving throws.
No, because he already got hit with it. He's already stunned.
Ah. Oh, so he's still stunned currently.
Yeah, until his next turn. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, if you were in if it was a different turn order, then this would have worked out really great for you. Right, +3, 9. I have to do this math myself, and that's annoying. 4. Okay, cool. Thrakus. Unless you had anything else you wanted to do, Ailey. Bonus action. Ailey?
Wasn't that the boots?
No, remember I used my bonus.
Oh, that is your
With
boots,
the
yeah.
boots?
You're right. That is your bonus action. Alright, Thrakus, you are up.
Alright. Cool. Well, first things first, I'm gonna slay his prey him.
Alright.
Oh, I should not have just rolled that.
That's fine.
And then I want to use. Where is it? Yeah. Abby Dalzum's Horrid Wilting Scroll. Let's see.
Okay.
Ooh.
That doesn't matter. That's not how that works. I don't know why it rolled a thing.
No, it's not. It does a lot of. Yeah, it has a whole bunch of things that it rolls.
Okay. You draw the miniature of every creature within a 30-foot cube centered on a point you choose within range. You get 150 feet on that. Yeah, that's a big deal spell that you throw it out here. Okay. All right.
Nice.
Hey, we have seen him take down shit that we should never think we'd be able to take down. Okay?
Fair enough.
Probably the strongest thing we have.
Yeah.
fought.
Yeah. Certainly one of the strongest things I've given you. Cool. Your DC is 12, so he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. And he does not have advantage on this one. Right.
And even if Joe had been in range, it wouldn't have affected him.
He is a construct.
He is a construct. Constitution saving throw. Oh, baby, that's not good. Okay, roll 12d8, please.
What? Okay.
Not good for who,
Not
Skelly?
good.
For me or not
No,
good for
not
you?
good for him.
So,
12d8.
we
So
don't know
slash
how to
roll.
individual.
I can hold on. I'll put it in your spell sheet for you to use instead. That'll be easier.
So slash roll.
No. So in your spell book now, you've got El Dazim's Horrid Wilting. If you just click it in there, it'll do all the automatic things.
Wait, do you mean 12 d8s?
Yes, 12 d8s of damage.
Wow.
Of damage.
Yeah, I don't know where you got the spell scroll from, but
This is pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
We've picked
Showing the
them up
moisture.
and I've been holding on to them.
You have been holding on to it. All right, you see it in your spell
Everyone
book.
keeps giving me the scrolls because I'm better at. Yeah, did it not roll? Because I freaking
Mm-mm.
clicked
You're a
on it.
spellcaster.
Might be asking for something. Has it come up with a prompt or anything?
Nope.
It's not come up. Do you want to try it again?
I have no available 8th level spell slots.
No, of course you don't. Just unselect use spell slot. Or
Assume, yeah.
Yeah.
Work.
and it might give you a thing to put down. Measurement.
Work.
Wow.
There you go.
Ah!
12d8, maybe.
Oof.
Fuck.
I saw what the dice say. It hasn't loaded in the chat yet.
I'm
I
waiting for
was,
the
yeah, I was
dice.
wondering about that.
It was
Saw
count.
the dice.
Holy fuck!
Noise.
Oh
That's
no.
pathetic, isn't it?
It is. Okay, so
Do I get that?
you you walk in. You've got. I imagine in this sort of scenario, you're like, you got this grim look on your face as you're incredibly sad for what you have to do in this scenario, and you slowly step into the doorway. You unfold the scroll and immediately start reading. It rolled twice either way. That both of them killed him. You read this. You start reading. Immediately start reading the arcane scroll. You know, Thrakus's demonic black eyes become red and just pulse with light, and you see smoke start rising out of her eyes, and she looks like she is becoming a demon. And then the spell scroll dissipates in a purple light, and from out of the ground just these. It's not like it's not like visible things, but like when heat like travels up and like the wavy lines, you know, that like the way that it waves on the light when you see like across like from a hot surface, you see like how it you know what I'm talking about, the heat lines. But they come up in like tendrils out of the ground, and you can see them very clearly, and they seem to like wrap around in that 30-foot zone around Willie, and you see his body just shrivel, all of his muscle mass sinks in on itself, and then
That
he
sounds great.
falls over and into like a puff of smoke.
Oh fuck, that means he's not dead and he's like the other guy and just disappeared.
And you hear
Leave
the
our shit behind.
clank of metal and clothing hit the ground.
Don't touch any of it.
I
What
was
if it
never
A
hurts?
going
little
to
bit.
touch his clothing. Ugh.
His loincloth? Yeah, no
Will you
thanks,
have
but we need
clothing?
that.
Mm,
We need the bag of
exactly.
holding.
But we need the bag back.
I'll. Is the bag there? Bag of
Well,
holding?
roll an investigation.
Yep, Ailey's like, I want that fucking bag.
You guys
Can
are
hold
being
all
you guys are
things.
being real chill about this. Oh, what did I just accidentally do?
Ailey's in shock, okay?
Haley. Yep. Someone
And
rolled a
also-
1.
That was
Also,
me,
dragon
I
hoarding.
think, and then it. Oh no.
That was green. I don't know whose run that was. Oh. Was that a spell that you cast?
I don't know what I tried to click on me and then something happened.
It like rolled or something? I don't know.
It
Anyway,
might have been mine, and it was a. No, it wasn't. Was it?
It did go into chat.
yeah, it
It's
didn't
not
go into
there.
the chat. I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
Anyway,
If I can screw it up, I will.
so Varys, you go over and investigate. Ailey tries to help.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ailey tries to help, but is definitely in shock. They act like they're helping, but they're not really. And you do find on Willie his find on him pretty much all of his stuff. His bag of holding, his magical items, his boots, the boots of quickening, just standing upright where he was.
A little pile of dust inside them.
Yeah, little pile of dust.
Little smoke.
Yeah, with smoke coming off. But yeah, that's all of his items in his bag of holding. But even his loincloth and stuff is just sort of piled there.
How free of fungus?
So, what's the haps?
Just kind of stunned at the moment.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No,
Certainly
Ailey
didn't
will
expect
then
to just
probably wander
one-hit
over
him.
to Joe and like poke
Oh.
Joe and be like, fuck.
I'm going to attempt
If I
to
electrocute him, do you think he'll come back to life?
maybe just leave it to me. I'd like to try and use my tinker tools to see if I can get him back into some sort of good shape,
I presume
or at
there's
least
nothing I could do to
online.
All right.
help with that.
I mean, if
Nothing
you could
can,
be
right?
holding tools and stuff for me while I'm trying to get him working.
Yeah, but I won't give advantage of anything.
That's fair.
But yeah, roll a tinker's check.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
22. All right. You inspect him. You know, he's it's like his whole breastplate has been caved in, and he is
Axe marks.
yeah. he's offline for a very good reason.
Yeah.
You're not really sure what you need to do to fix him. So you do your best. You get your tools out and repair any errant broken pieces, or whatever, and uncave in his breastplate and do what you can where it's superficial. But he doesn't seem to be coming back online. You imagine that you probably need someone who's a little bit more familiar with the magical nature of him to sort him out.
We need to take him to our friend at the magic store.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I heard his name.
Zupimo.
Yes, Zupimo. Yes. Oh, can I carry Joe? How heavy is Joe?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think you will be able to carry
Looking
Joe.
to Ailey. Carry. She's probably stronger than
Yeah,
you.
maybe between Thrakus and Ailey.
Yeah, Thrakus is the strongest out of all of you.
Yeah.
But aren't you wanting to go and see those clerics? I know that when we came in here, we were only stopping in. I was going to be waiting, and you guys were going to be seeing the
Yeah.
clerics.
I mean,
But I
that was the
didn't know.
plan, but then our friend died,
Yeah, so
The one
this
that you were
takes
and
priority.
The
might
one-
have killed our other friends.
We should
The one we've been
We
trying
should-
to save for a very long time.
very definitely tell Whiteclaw what has happened. Now it's another demon that's after us.
Should I send Fanny Boo the Hoo Hoo?
So yes, send Fanny Boo the Hoo Hoo ahead of time so that he's aware for when we get there.
That feels so inappropriate at a time like this. But yeah, let's use Fanny Boo the Hoo Hoo for the first
Time to use Fanny Boo.
The
Well,
Hoo
I'm
Hoo.
standing in the dust that was my friend.
Mhm.
After using my first, super big spell scroll.
Yeah,
Yes,
really
are
did
you-
use a super big spell script that one.
That was a lot.
It's why Thrakus just hasn't moved at this point, 'cause she's just having a moment. And
Mhm.
Fiends stole her friend again, and this time they actually killed him.
The best we can do for him is wait for these both to come back and take them the fuck out completely. Get our way down to the hells,
Where's
maybe?
Codswallop?
That's a good question. Let's
Yeah, we need to go find Cosmo.
send off the bird and we'll go have a look.
I don't give a fuck about these religious people. I want to find my friends.
Hmm. Okay. Have a look in here. Nada?
That's where your horses are. That's
Oh, good.
that's the basement.
Are the
I
horses
waved to my
still,
horse.
still there? Still there though, right?
All 4 horses are still there.
Murder our very, very cool magic horses.
He could have tried.
Wait, are we
Little
on the
Mickey's
basement
okay?
floor? Or is
You
that
are on the
just
bottom floor.
basement?
That's to the basement. There's stairs there.
Okay, so this is the front door.
And then where Varys is going is the stairs. If there were stairs. These were stairs. This is where I would put stairs if I had
Shall
them.
we-
If I had them.
Shall we pull out middleman, Kelly, and just say, are they in the house?
No, Codswallop is not in the house. You guys spend a couple of seconds going around, quickly looking for him, seeing if he's hiding under something or whatever.
Wallet, where are you?
But I do assume that you're calling out for him or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you, Thrakus, as you go to the front door and open and go out into the street, Let's take us back to the city now.
We're still a little in disguise, right? It's starting to wear off, but we're still in disguise.
Yeah, you guys are
Mentally.
still
At least a
seeming
few
for
hours,
sure.
yeah.
You still got a couple of hours of
So I'm
seeming.
still a regular human.
Still a regular human, but yeah, as
Ah,
you
yes, I am regular human father.
as you
Mm-hmm. And we've got Pass Without a Trace.
well, you're not sneaking currently, but
Okay.
well, no. After the spell that you just cast, no, you do not pass that a trace anymore.
No. No,
Even
I
though,
know. I was gonna
even
say,
though
like,
it's not
the
a,
one that I
even
have
though it's not a
is
concentration spell,
right now.
even though it's not the amount,
It is
Except
there's
gotta be
a
so much
no,
more
yeah,
magic.
no.
it's a level
It
8 spell.
scrolls magic. Someone without any
Yeah, fair.
magic.
Yeah, but
cast
you
that
had to
spell.
be a
Did
conduit
not
for
touch
it.
any of my magic.
No. You had to be a conduit for it, so it didn't use any of your spell slots. It didn't damage you in any way. It hasn't negatively affected you, but your concentration was
Oh, it
broken
has
to try to.
emotionally affected me.
Exactly.
Sir. Don't you dare.
Exactly.
No, that is
You
not my
have
function.
taken emotional damage, right?
This is emotional warfare at this point from our DM.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But anyway, as you open the door and look out, you see Codswallop across the street running towards you, and he has a massive sausage in his mouth that you can see is looped into a massive loop of sausages that like wrapped around his entire body.
For a moment, I was like, not just a single sausage, right? We
No,
are
it is a
sausage.
full fucking rope of sausages that is just wrapped around him, and he is
Oh,
bounding
whole
towards
exit
you.
length of sausages.
Yeah, he is bounding
Oh,
towards you,
Father.
coming into the house, and he is very happy to see you guys. But he is also very happy to have what he has in his mouth.
I want to have a look around and see if there is a butchery nearby that this probably came from.
Sure,
Or like
roll a
an
perception.
open door for a house where there is some poor person who's running out like my sausages.
Well, roll a perception for me.
Okay.
Ailey will usher Codswallop into the house as fast as possible.
Yes. Like we
Yeah.
bring him in.
You look up and down the street. You don't see a butchery or anyone that seems to be hunting the dog of any nature. Yeah.
Farmy, farmy.
Okay. Good. I'm glad he is safe.
Okay. Well, I want to know what happened.
Okay. So speak with animals. All right.
Yes.
Cool. So you cast the spell.
Back into the house,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. You
Normal
cast,
human,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking to my
Normal
dog.
human,
You
no
have
dog.
you have cast the spell,
Come.
and you look. He's
Come,
looking up at you
Gilbert.
expectantly.
Yeah.
Your puppy has returned,
Puzzle, I'm
Gilbert.
so glad that you're okay. What happened?
Oh,
Why did you leave the house?
That's all you're getting out of him currently.
Please drop the
Hi.
sausages.
Oh.
Oh, the sausages. Puzzle, you actually do have to speak with your mouth.
Lets it fall out of his.
Promise? You
He lets it.
keep the sausage.
He lets it fall out of his mouth, but it's still wrapped around him. So it's like, well, so friend, the red one, he no, he doesn't know what that is. The big one doesn't have color vision. The big one, he got angry and
Yeah,
hit
doesn't really-
hit the middle one. So I came to try and find you. I smelled you into the middle of the street. I smelled you all the way into the square, and then I smelled sausages. So I took some sausages, and I played a game with some townsfolk, the chasing game. It was fun. Then there was a loud explosion, loud noise, and all of them stopped wanting to play the game. So then I went and looked for you by the sea. I smelled you there, and then I smelled you in a really bad, smelly place, stinky. And then I smelled you all the way back here, and here I am.
Stinky place, where did
You're a
it go?
very good boy, Codswallop. I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah,
Trying
and
to
I got
remember where
sausages.
we went that night. Smell.
Yeah, we won the chasing game.
The blacksmith street, like the
Oh.
artisan street that we
You
went
get to
down.
keep all the stuff.
Yes, sausages.
So the big one won't be traveling with us anymore.
Okay.
We didn't want him to travel with us after he hurt the middle one.
He just sort of nods of understanding.
Good boy. I just said, good boy. Pat his head. Made him eat his sausages.
Hmm.
Is he gonna share the sausages?
No.
Hands off. He got those fair and square.
Yeah.
You can tell them where he's been.
I am going to pick up the bag of holding and the boots.
Okay.
Just bring them
finally get
away
the
from the
boots!
dust pile. I will indeed take the boots.
You finally get the boots.
But I think that maybe we should burn his underwear, as a service to him.
It's a
That's
service.
Into the
To,
world, really.
service to the world.
Oh, wait. I've got an idea. Because, honestly, as gross as it is, this could come in useful at some point. Do I have
You-
any more, glass specimen bottles or jars or anything
Yeah.
on me?
I imagine that you've got
I
plenty of
usually
them.
have.
I was gonna say, if you don't,
Um,
Ailey probably has brewing bottles you could use.
Yeah, there's probably empty
I'll
potion
take-
bottles with
I'll
that
take-
as well.
One of those, and using one of my arrows, I'll try and stuff Willie's loincloth into one without touching it.
It's probably a little big for that. Your specimen jars are usually for like insects and gruesome
Yeah,
stuff,
so you'd
right?
want one of my bottling jars.
I
with a much-
literally use them all the time. I know how big they are. I know
Yeah.
how hard I can squish things. And I know how small this loincloth was.
Okay. Well then, let's roll another thing then. Roll a Constitution to see if you can stand doing that.
We're quite
Fair.
close.
That's Makes a lot of sense. Yep.
Yeah. Give me a
That
Constitution
thing has been
ability
cleaned
check.
once. Oh.
Tempting.
Yeah, no. You go for it. You pull out one of your specimen jars. You get your arrow out, and then you start to like try to scoop it with your arrow. Then just and you have to stop yourself from vomiting all over the place.
Do orcs have specialized anal glands? What even was that? Dear God, no. Even I will not touch that.
All
It
right.
is too powerful for this world. Thus, we must send it on into the next.
But we have to get it out of the house somehow. We can't
Oh,
touch it.
absolutely. I'm gonna take the end of one of my torches and just use that to pick it up and bring it.
No, that could cause some really toxic gases.
I mean, your torch isn't
Okay, we
that much
bury it
longer
then?
than an arrow, so you also would need to roll a Constitution check if you want to
No,
try
no.
and do that.
I was more thinking of flame breath, but,
No.
but we don't want to do that in the house.
You
so-
could hellish rebuke it as well.
I
Okay.
could.
No, with
Like,
that-
17.
with that, you have sufficiently suppressed your gag reflex to pick it up with a torch and take it outside. Are you taking it out the
Yep.
back, or are you taking it out the front?
No, thinking of the noxious gases things, I think I'm gonna go fling it into the sea.
So you're
That'll take a while.
you're carrying it on a torch through town.
Yep.
Is that the plan? As a
Bit
child?
obvious.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I want to set fire to this thing though. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, no, I'll
Everything
take it out the
might
back
as
and
well
we'll
You
burn
can
it.
fire breath that. You can fucking pick that. I'm not putting my mouth anywhere near that.
I'll create a fuse line with some gunpowder and I'll steal a bit of whiskey for it as well.
Well, I mean, I can just smell it again and hellish rebuke it.
Yeah, sure.
You don't have to do. Okay,
Yeah,
you don't have to do that as a reaction. You don't have to Hellish Rebuke as an action. As a reaction. You can do it as an
Can
action.
use it.
You don't have to react to the smell to use
This is still fucking foolish. Well, that's probably how Thoracus thinks it works.
Yep.
Because I've only used it that way. So Thoracus would.
Oh, dear.
Alright, I'll throw the. What am I doing for this? I don't have proficiency. This is just a
Throw
dex
it
check
into
to
the
throw it.
street, but we have to roll perception to see how many people are around.
Alright.
Yeah, so you're taking it out the
It's
back.
not crowded.
Yeah, so you're taking it out the back, which
It's
is
out
a
back.
shared area. So yeah, do roll a perception if you're
Anyone
trying to
there?
check if there's anyone there.
It's 23.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's anyone there.
Sweet. Now, how am I? So I just throw this
Just throw
the
it.
loincloth at you? So just a dexterity check,
You
I
can
guess?
do it mid-air, and I'll try to like.
Alright. Yeah, I'll chuck it up into the air.
The breeze carries it
Alright.
aloft at me, and I'm like, oh dear God, no.
No, he's dexterous enough to throw it, hit it into the air enough, and then you just sort of focus
Pull
your
out my shield and hold it over my head.
focus your extreme anger on it, and it ignites and burns way more than it should for just a loincloth.
Oh, that's disturbing.
But there you go. It is dust now.
What's the color of the flame?
Oh yeah, good question.
It's just a regular red flame. It's mostly the Hellish Rebuke that engulfs it. But
Is there a little bit of noxious green gas coming out of it?
I mean, you can imagine that there is, yeah.
I do.
But he's silent
Nice
but
smile.
deadly thus in terms of there's no color, but you know that's some bad shit. Do not breathe it.
Mhm. Right.
Alright.
So Varys has got the
Okay.
bag of holding, which currently
Take it.
contains
What
lots
are
of
we gonna do
heads.
with all the heads? We need to get
I
rid of
vote
those. at some
bury
point.
them
Yeah.
or
Yes,
process
I am
them
fine
and
with
have
this.
skull cups. We're gonna have
Next time
skull
we're in the
cups.
middle of nowhere.
That's
Yeah.
good.
What?
We could have skull cups.
Skull cups. You'd have to
I was gonna
process
say
them and
next time
stuff.
We're in the middle of nowhere. We can just heft them in a pile somewhere and maybe set fire to them. Because I don't know how decomposed some of these are.
Oh, they're slimy.
Anyway, in the bag of holding is a fair amount of money, which you may consider how you want to deal with that. But there's also +1 great axe, javelin of lightning, +1 hand axe, some javelins, vicious great axe, regular
Or
hand
use them,
axe, potions of healing, potions of greater healing, potion of haste, potion of superior healing, some food rations. They have kind of, barely survived being in there. Water
Hey,
skin, some
You
more
said
torches.
that the bag of holding essentially was like a bag with many, many, many different pockets where nothing touched.
Oh yeah, no, it didn't.
That's how our
yeah.
shit wasn't all gross. From
Yeah.
Just
So it's
fine.
it's not gross because it's touched anything. It's gross because it's like it's like a vacuum sealed pack, and the rations.
dirty.
Yeah. There's also a small sack of gems, a bedroll, and a tinderbox. And that's
Always remember him for his small sack.
Well, I guess we'll split the gold,
okay. So there's 13.
or we can keep this as a party fund, or just like the group in general. Up to you.
Anyone object to that?
Sorry?
To it being a party fund?
Yeah, I can't be bothered dealing with math right now.
Yeah, I feel like
Keep it as
that's just
party
more
fund.
appropriate.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is to keep it as like a party fund, and we might decide what to do with it later. Just because that's a lot to deal with immediately. In any case, now that I'm outside and we're out the back and no one's around, I'll
Mhm.
send off Fanny Boo, the hoo hoo.
Okay.
But guys, what do we want Fanny Boo to say to Wakelaw?
That
How we worded this?
Did he know about Willie's condition?
You did tell him, yes.
He did.
I can't remember.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ah,
he
Okay.
did know. Alright,
Um,
see, the condition got too extreme, and
Deteriorated
we had
rapidly.
to put him down. Or should we tell him that he went to a farm in the middle of nowhere to live out
We
his
will
day?
we will tell
Oh.
him that the same thing happened as
I've
the
got it.
last fiend that we fought. Disappeared into smoke and dust. So probably
I've
coming
got
back,
one.
right? Yes?
The Willy is dead. Long live the dick.
I don't... Wait.
No, no, long live the king references. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have to do it in code?
What?
What?
I don't think anyone was advocating for code.
You guys are being weird about it. Okay. TLDR.
We can do it in code if you
Willy's
like.
dead. Fiended out. We got rid of him.
Okay,
But now
so-
there's
It's
another
fucked.
one after us.
all right. So you
How
take
about-
out the small ornate
Now
clockwork owl.
smoke and might want to kill us.
Take out the clockwork owl. You give it a couple of pats on its head, and
Fanny
yeah.
Boo the Hoo Hoo.
Fanny
She
Boo
has
the
a name.
Fanny Boo the Who. You take her out. You give her a few pats on the head, and you say, "I need you to take a message to Wayclaw." And that's when she comes to life. Her eyes open up, and her wings sort of unfurl a little bit, and she, sort of acting like she's been asleep for a little while, sort of flaps and creaks around a little bit, and hops around on your hand a little bit. Her claws are not sharp or anything, so she doesn't. You would be used to that from an owl, but you're surprised that she's actually pretty delicate to your arm. What is the message? And then she sort of like opens her beak, and there's like a speaker grill you can see inside of it.
Cute.
So give her your message that you'd like her to repeat.
Okay. Hey, Wayclaw. This is a message from Rikus and the gang. Up. So Willie went full fiend, and we had to put him down. So yeah, that didn't end well. We didn't manage to find a solution in time. Thought we'd let you know.
Tell
I
him he
guess
can
you
reply
could
to the
send a
bird.
message back with Fanny Boo the Hoo Hoo, I think.
Or we'll come visit if you don't.
We are on our way back
Yeah.
anyway.
KP Spy.
Yeah. She closes her beak and
You
nods.
literally
Yeah, nods at you,
gave
Thoracus.
the magic freaking communication owl to the one that doesn't know how to talk to anyone.
It's perfect. And she flaps her wings a couple of times, and then sticks them out normally, and then seems to magically just hover and fly away without flapping.
That's amazing. It's just like no clipping around.
Yeah, like it flaps its wings a couple of times to mimic being an owl, and then it's just like, fuck it.
But
My
it doesn't
people-
change
my
his
people need me.
vocabulary at all.
My people need me.
My favorite thing is imagining Wayclaw like having brunch. This owl comes tapping out the window, and then he hears our stupid voices.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
And he
find.
thought he was free of
The
us.
owl's gonna find him wherever he is, and it's not a short, not a long distance from here to there. So
Yeah.
could arrive.
Not as the owl flies.
It's gonna be pretty funny. It's a shame you won't see it.
Gee.
Anyway,
We'll ask him
You
how
can
it
always
was when we
describe
see
it
him.
for the people.
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay,
what's the plan?
so we have to get the
Uh,
fuck out of the city before we cannot get out of the city. Before our
I would-
disguises wear off.
How long do we have left on our disguises?
At least
Couple
another
hours.
4 hours.
Oh, sweet. I will take the time to attune to those boots then, if I can. And
Okay.
I'm going to unattune from the Amulet of Shielding to do so.
So you take a short
Honestly,
rest.
I don't think it matters much to have Varys stay behind anymore.
No, I mean,
Well, you do
Because I
have
presume we're just leaving.
a locksmith coming tomorrow afternoon.
Oh shit, that's why.
That is why you needed someone to
Damn it!
stay.
We
Fine.
put regular real life bullshit into this. Oh, fuck.
I can go with you for today and come back on the train to be here in the morning.
We risk
When did he say he was
getting into
gonna
trouble.
come around and do
Tomorrow
that?
afternoon.
Afternoon?
Yeah.
Afternoon. Yeah, there's plenty of time.
And you guys
The
did.
train's only like a few hours, isn't it? A couple hours.
Yeah. You guys do have other reasons for going and seeing if there are clerics here as well. You know, you have a fucking necrotic cult of undead things going on where you've had to fight several times.
Yeah, that was the other
You know,
reason.
you're now down a party member.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Ailey told everyone that she's expected to murder everyone soon, or something bad will happen.
Yes. Yeah. And despite
Yeah, but Ailey's too much of a pussy to actually murder me.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that means something bad will happen.
and
To the party,
yeah.
yeah. And other than Willie, you do have another demon that's coming after you, so it might be helpful to find some religious people. One that you like, unlike Lana.
People, I am all for that. we need to figure out some stuff, and that was where we were going before anyway. And Thrakus is just kind of shell shocked at the minute.
So, what's the plan? 4 hours of seeming left. What do you want to do?
Do I have all this?
Plan is the
stuff
original
that's in there?
plan,
I haven't added it to your thing yet, but
unless Varys
Mhm.
Varys really wants to come with us, but then we have to make sure he gets back on the train in time, and I'm not sure he will.
I mean, I can just take Joe to the magic place with you guys. You can go and
That might be
see
a good
Wayclaw,
idea.
and then
Joe.
I'll go home once Joe's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. As long as someone's around to get the door fixed, because this is.
I will
kinda
be
important.
Yeah.
It's only
We need to
what
be able to store our
mid-morning.
shit in here, you know. We're carrying around an entire
Yeah.
bag of holdings worth of crap.
Yeah,
well, Varys is carrying around a bag
I
of
am
holding
now.
of the ground.
this is
The
fine by me
smallest
because
one
it
of
means
And now
It
you can
makes
carry
sense.
your gunpowder yourself.
exactly that was exactly what I was thinking.
Yes.
Varys always wanted the bag of holding.
I kind of
No.
always
Ailey
wanted the bag of
holding.
holding. I carry
Ailey
around a
wants
lot
to
of
hoard
shit,
things in it.
a lot of heavy shit, and I'm not a strong person. I pull out like 6 iron bars, a silver bar, 5 pouches of gunpowder, a bunch of casings. Like, see, it's fucking shit's everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will load that
Careful,
up into
there's
the bag
spice
of
and heads
holding.
in there.
No,
Yeah.
oh god.
There's not like an easy way of like fucking
Transferring everything.
yeah, because it's not like a
That's
thing.
something we can deal with later.
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
just like add like a character with an inventory that you can call the bag of holding, and you just put items in there.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool.
Our
sort that
bag
out.
of holding.
Because
Well, it
otherwise,
was
it's just
with
a red
Willie
dog
long enough. How long until it becomes sentient?
It was living off of the flora and fauna on his skin.
Oh,
Except
jeez.
it would have been magically disinfected of those things, because every
Yes.
living thing within that circle was dead.
Mm. Sure.
So
Oh, yeah.
no more bacteria or fungus or viruses.
You also kind of placed it outside of the house, by the way, when you placed it down. So
Oh shit.
so when you did look outside for
Oh
for
god.
for Codswallop,
Were there people?
you didn't see any people like dying on the ground or anything. but you
Did
did
we
not.
see people dead on the
You,
ground?
no, no, you
Well,
didn't see
didn't
it.
have to be
There wasn't.
dying,
There wasn't
but a
no.
lot
There
of
was no. There was no
damage.
people. There's no people or anything in that area. But it seemed like
Animals?
the ground was a little bit cleaner than it previously was. Just in that small square area.
All the moss was a little
Mm,
bit shriveled.
Yeah.
Just flakes of dead grass floating
Oh
around
my
our backyard
god,
now.
I didn't even think of that. Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
It's okay, you got it done. You did what needed to be done.
Okay.
Fucking
So, what
murderer
is
Varys, that's what I am.
what is
You
the
You're
plan?
liable.
somebody who
But
had
goddamn.
already attacked one of our friends. You were defending your friends.
Did he
Mm,
really move though? He didn't
He
come for
didn't
us,
need
Varys.
to. He'd already taken out Joe.
Maybe he was fighting it.
I don't feel like he fought it well if he'd already caved in Joe's chest. I will miss him. We need to get rid of that fucking demon, that trident, that bident, or whatever it was the thing that started it.
I didn't.
bite. Anyway, what is the plan?
Not
So Varys is going to take Joe back on the train, and you guys are going to do stuff in town, or what's the plan?
No, we were fucking off out of town.
Oh,
the
you
entire
guys are just
time,
going to
so
straight up just leave
literally just
town,
halt.
even though you got 4 hours of seeming left.
Because we only have 4 hours. Yeah, we only have 4 hours, and it seems like people can see through it a fair bit. So we're
Yeah.
trying to leave
You're just going to leave.
before we start more fights.
We can,
We gotta
when I
move
come
through
back for
town.
the lock,
Also, we
look for
kind
the
of
clerics.
did the spell get cast on our horses? Cause
No.
kind of need them.
No, they're in a totally different area of the house.
So no,
Ye-
we kind of need them.
Yeah, I mean they were also undead anyway. That wouldn't have affected them.
Mm,
No, I mean the
Yeah.
not,
the
not
seeming
my
spell.
deadly spell.
yeah.
The seeming
Right,
spell.
I
We kind of
see.
need our
These horses seem like
and I don't
living
know if the
horses.
horses got the
No,
seam.
it was not. They were not seamed.
I thought the point was we were trying to catch the same ride as them to like befriend them all and whatnot.
When
I thought we were
would
going
they
to
have been
continue
heading
to.
out?
No, I can't remember.
I have no
Yeah,
fucking
you were
clue.
planning on meeting them at the gate on their way out up to Hiroga. That seemed to be what you guys were
So we
going
could
for,
travel together.
or at the very least meet some of them. I mean, you know that a bunch of them are probably getting up now around now in the tavern. If they've
And they
been sleeping since they got
probably
here.
can see through our disguise anyway.
I feel like we've
Yes.
already gone through this, but you sure we can't put the horse in the bag of holding?
Yes. The bag of holding only reaches, it only gets like a couple of, what's the word? It would be about enough for you to fit your head in, and that's about it. You would not be able to stretch it
But there's
further than
also
that.
magic horses.
Yeah,
who
so you could,
change their shape to us.
in
Not
a
even-
sense, yeah, they kind of do, but
So they
you
operate on our whim.
don't know enough about the magic that holds them together to know that if you took them apart and put them piece by piece into the bag of holding, that when you took them out again and put them back together, that they would continue to function like that. So you're absolutely, it's absolutely something you could try doing if you wanted, but
They're technically animals, right?
I mean they're technically undead.
Are they also animals?
Yeah, I guess.
You want to try to
Right.
talk to
You're gonna
them?
continue
With
try
them?
use your speak with animals on them.
That is currently in.
Yeah, for about 10 minutes. Yeah,
Going.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you go down into the
I don't think
basement
they'll know.
and you go and try and talk to
Yeah.
one of the horses.
Yeah.
You get no response from the
I don't want to
horses.
ask them if. Nikki, you're breaking my heart, sweetie pie. Okay, we'll have to leave you behind. Fuck.
If you guys want to go and to
Fucking
take Joe,
Townsfolk getting all shitty that we keep fucking up their shit.
I can go down and talk to the clerics.
Varys, you're really quiet.
No, sorry.
No, you're okay.
I can go and talk to the clerics if you want to take Joe to the Magic Man.
Yeah, I prefer that to clerics, honestly. Fucking high five,
Fair enough.
teamwork. Yes, I would take Joe.
Okay.
Oh.
Is there a way for us to drop
I just
seeming
talk
on
to the
just
boy.
me?
Yeah. So, Ailey can drop it on whoever they want, whenever they want.
Okay. Then,
I guess
I
Ailey
mean, you
could
can come
walk
with me if
Varys
you want.
with her disguise still on.
It's
Alright,
up
so-
to
Am
you.
I no longer your father, but your uncle?
You, I don't.
That's
Regular.
weirder. That is
no.
weirder, alright?
Why do we have to be related? I'm
I don't
a
know. Isn't that how humans work?
I'm not a human.
Everybody's related.
I don't think
I'm
that's
going
how
to be a
halflings
halfling.
work.
No, you're not my uncle just because you're taller than me. I am older than you are.
Not with my current look. I'm older than you.
But ha.
He wants you to drop the
Mm.
seeming.
Yeah. On
Okay.
It's fine.
himself.
You can hang on to yours. That's
You know
fine,
what?
but
You know what?
You
Ailey
don't
Just
need to be
roll
my
a-
uncle.
Ailey's got fucking wings and horns.
Yeah,
She's
no,
got
I'm just
proper-
saying you don't need to be my uncle. That's all.
No, but this is Ailey logic. Remember? That's
Oh,
why
I'm
Alright.
aware.
Roll a fucking charisma saving throw. Varys.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. That's okay.
So you can manually drop seeming. No, you fail.
Ah,
He's stuck as a
fuck,
child.
fucking-
Lollipop for
God
you.
damn it,
Joe.
motherfucker.
Little Gilbert.
I hate
You got
Gilbert.
Gilbert.
So, Ailey, are you going to
Oh,
stick with the seeming, or are you going to leave it?
But well, she can drop it on just Varys. Right?
Yes, she can. If she
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah, she'll drop it on just Varys. But
Okay.
she'll
Oh,
keep it
thank
on-
God. Ugh,
Too kind.
my guns are guns again.
So
I immediately pull out like a polishing cloth and start cleaning my gun
Perfect.
because I couldn't have got away with cleaning a lollipop in front of people.
Yeah.
It's like when cats get embarrassed and lick themselves.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Ailey and Varys are heading out. Thrakus, you pick up Joe and take him downstairs to the train. You get on.
Before you go, pick up some of the spice to take to the Magic
Whoop.
Man. That might help.
Yes. Am I taking the horses with me? So I can try to meet you guys with the horses?
If you would like, sure.
Cool. Is Willie's horse still intact?
Yep.
So he's fine.
They're all fine.
By being purpose made for Willie.
Well, so they were. So you try to command Willie's horse, and it seems to have reverted to you
Mhm.
as its owner. And similarly, you
Oh god,
you-
kill him.
Thrakus.
Oh,
Oh no,
no.
so similarly, you Thrakus, and you notice that all of the horses seem to obey you directly, and whereas the others can only control their own horse. So it seems like Jamie specifically keyed them like that.
My girlfriend's cooler than yours. Okay.
I don't have one.
Which is even funnier considering Skelly's girlfriend.
Considering she sucked your life out when you were
Ooh, so
high.
good. Okay, so I'm piling
Okay.
a good couple sacks of spice and
So you grab a couple of specs,
well, not sacks, but like pocket.
couple of
Pouches.
regular pouches,
Pouches. That's the
two
word.
pouches,
Thank
two,
you.
two pouches of spice.
Pile pockets, you know.
Alright. So you hop on the train and
Yeah.
and direct the construct to take you to Hiroga, and that'll be a little bit while that choo-choo's your way there.
The Hiroga. Choo
Yeah,
I really can't talk to people that let people that
yeah.
might not
Even though just
understand people
a
with
mechanized robot that doesn't respond to you. Yeah, you can't even talk to that.
It's extra awkward. It doesn't respond.
Yeah.
Is this slavery? I don't know.
Well, it seems to give an affirmative noise and start chugging in that direction. So, but yeah, you'll be at that for at least a couple of hours. So yeah. Meanwhile, Ailey and Varys now returned to his halfling form. Ailey still looking like a human male. Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Human adult male father.
All right. So you guys leave the house. Where are you going?
Question.
Mhm.
Could I get those boots, please?
You do have them.
No, they are there. Cool. My bad.
No worries.
Does anyone else want the amulet of shielding?
Yeah, because I've got my other one. Because we can
That's
only
fair.
attune to 2, right?
No.
I'm
3
attuned
things
to
at
2?
once.
Oh no, I'm attuned to 3 things, right?
Yeah.
The bow, the shoes, and the circlet.
You have an amulet of deflection. So, right, yours.
Or was the bow not one I had to attune
You
to?
do have to attune to the bow.
Okay.
Yeah. So you would need to drop some. You've got the flaming short sword anyway. You need to drop something to attune to as well. Is it 3? I thought it was more than that. Anyway.
Artificer can get more than 3.
Right. The artificer can get more than 3. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. The amulet of deflection is probably just better than the amulet of shielding anyway, because its ranged attacks consistently a +2 required, as opposed to increasing your AC as a reaction. So yeah, you'd have either way. You would have to unequip one amulet to use the other anyway. So that would be the thing you swap out. So it's whether or not you want the shielding or you want the deflection.
But yeah, can you write a list in Discord of what I have that is attunement based?
So you can see it. So if you look in your inventory,
it does have attunement.
There's a little moon, little sun icon. If it's black, that means it's currently attuned. If it's white, that means it's not. And you have 4 things that require attunement. And the only one you don't have attuned is the Flame Tongue short sword.
Oh, right, because that's new.
Yes.
Oh, right, the circlet didn't need, because that's why I've offered to put it on other people as required.
Yeah.
Oh god, how do you want to tune from things?
I'm doing it. It's not as simple as preparing and unpreparing spells, unfortunately. Alright, so you're attuned to Misfortune's Maiden. You're not attuned to the Amulet of Shielding. And you are
unattune me
attuned
to
to
the deflection, because I keep forgetting about it. And attune me to my Flame Tongue short sword, which I need to add to my
and I need to be, attuned to my short sword as well.
Dragon Slayer short sword?
Yeah. Oh no. Is it fucking cursed?
No, it's not.
You cursing me again, Scully?
Not that you know.
God damn it.
Alright, unattuned.
Evil.
Unattuned from
We just lost
Amulet
our
of
friend to a
Deflection.
curse.
And attuned to the Flame Tongue short sword. Okay, cool. We're all attuned.
Yeah, and can you make sure this is currently equipped to her?
What?
Instead of the short sword?
There's an equip function on the right-hand side.
What do you mean by... So normally that just matters for equipment as opposed to weapons. because you just roll on the weapon.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I mean, I'm not gonna make you specifically equip those weapons unless they, if it's a weapon that changes something else,
Is
has an
that
effect,
one I
then you
can
need to
use
worry
in my
about it.
offhand, or no? I would have to use that instead of my.
So the flame tongue shorts. No, you don't have. I don't think you've got dual hand fighting, do you?
You can still
No.
make the attack as a bonus action with your other hand, but you can't add your modifiers.
Yeah.
Right.
You,
Yeah, 'cause
sorry,
you've
you
got-
can't add your modifier to damage because you're not technically proficient with it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I had for like the dagger and the scythe, but I'd probably want to make it the short sword and
So
the
it'd be
dagger, and not
two
the scythe.
shorts or two short swords you could do.
So I can't do a dagger and a short sword.
You could do a dagger and a short sword, but you could do two short swords. You've got a flame tongue short sword and a +1 short sword.
Yeah, but we want to keep dagger of Skyrend as my.
Ah, okay.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yeah, however you want to do it.
Yeah. So I would want to change flame tongue short sword to offhand.
That could work. I mean, yeah, so it'll still get the fire damage if you
Yeah.
So you get an extra 2d6 instead of your proficiency
But
for
that's
it.
only after I've already activated it.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, so you can use a bonus action to make it fiery for a while.
It says until I put it away, basically, or I tell it to stop.
Yep. Right. So if you're gonna make that your offhand, then I'll make it offhand.
Yeah, make it offhand. Ah, fuck's sake! I rolled a 20.
Good job.
Yeah,
You didn't say what
I
you
like
were
that.
attacking.
the ground.
The air.
Oh wow.
You stabbed up that ghost real good.
There you go. Ed's now offhand.
Yay!
Cool. Alright, so you're all already got your stuff sorted, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Onward!
Heading down to the docks, I imagine. That was where the clerics were, right?
The dock tavern.
I mean, the
The dockside
I thought we were
tavern.
meeting them out
But it
on
was
the
at the
edge of
gate.
town because they said they'll be going
Yeah,
out.
so you guys were gonna go to the gate, but
Table.
if you want to go and see where they might, I think we're probably. If you want to wait for them at the gate, you can do that. But if you want to go and see where you know that they were previously, because they were supposedly sleeping in the tavern,
and
that's
then
where you got
possibly
rumored.
miss them.
I mean,
Okay.
it's up to
I'm
you where
happy
you
to go
want
to
to train.
the gate. I don't mind.
The reason we went with the first thing, but in any case, you guys can't talk to me because I'm on a train.
Yes, you are.
Choo
Chugga chugga.
Right,
Chugga
we'll go wait at the
chugga
gate then.
chugga 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 chugga. Okay, so you guys go wait by the gate. North passage. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I take like an hour to just make some
While you're
fill up
sitting
some
out there?
casings while I'm waiting?
We
Sure.
have time.
I imagine we would, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I get interrupted, I get interrupted.
I mean, you don't have seeming on you, so you don't really, you're not worried about the time.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's only
Alright.
Ailey that's got another like
Don't
3.5
forget I'm a
hours.
dragon. I mean, I'm not a dragon. I'm a human.
Just maybe I talk, yeah? That was not a good sentence to start talking to people with.
And I imagine that you're taking Codswall up with you as well, Thoracus, yeah. Okay, cool. So you guys walk your way through the town. It seems like a lot of people currently are a little jumpy for some reason. As you make your way through the town.
Slightly from the
I've got-
explosion.
Probably. I've got my coat over so that my pistols are covered.
Okay.
I can't hide my rifle.
You've
but
got a bag of
it's-
holding.
Oh yeah. I put my rifle in the bag of holding. Great. Yep. Sweet. Perfect.
Okay.
And I'll pull my hood up as well too. Cover my face.
Cool. and you guys make your way through town, through the gate, and set up, little waiting area by the stables. You guys have previously accosted, terrified, all of the above, abused, all of the above.
Bothered.
Yeah, all of the above. Anyway, if you want to make some stuff, tell me what you want to make and roll me the how much. All that bit, all his business.
I will attempt to use some of my spice to fill some pistol casings.
Pistol casings?
Yeah, magical bullets.
10 pistol casings left. So roll me a roll me that stuff.
Hey.
All right. Yep, no problem. You fill that to those pistol casings. No issue. All 10 of them. Let me look at my bits here. And yeah, you only use about a quarter of a bag of gunpowder. So
4 point.
let me see if there's something I can do about this quantity. That work? Yes. No. 7.5. You use a quarter. You got 3/4 of a pouch.
Sweet.
There, and yeah, you've got 10 pistol casings using some spice though. So please roll me
Arcana.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
For a +1, not bad.
You're right. So those will be spicy bullets. Question mark?
Oh fuck! God damn it!
Well, you don't know how you don't know how this went.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you've got
That's
10 of
another
those.
10 of those. So that's 20 in total. I've got of the question mark ones.
No. Right. So okay. So one of those is different than the other. Let me edit this spicy bullet. So this is. Okay, so this one is 2 question marks. And this one is 1 question mark.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay.
Understood.
So you've got spicy bullets, question mark, which is the ones before this that you made, and the spicy bullet question mark, which is the one you just made.
Okay.
I have got those written down to see how they turn out.
Oh, great. I feel like I don't want to find out in combat.
I mean, what could go wrong?
I saw somebody turn into a pot plant. That could go wrong. That could happen.
Anyway,
All right.
Yep. So while you guys are doing that, we're going to take a quick detour to our 4th player.
Done.
Sofan. So Timpa, you have made your travel across the sea, coming in very early this morning on a rickety ship. It helped unload this morning for the order, and basically you spend the rest of the morning getting your sea legs off, as you've been you didn't find the journey particularly comfortable. So you booked a room in a tavern and slept it off. Come down, have a little bit of breakfast. You don't see anybody else from the order out and about, but that's not a problem, as you weren't really planning on sticking around with them anyway while you were here. So
good riddance.
Yeah, basically. as you're looking to be more of a more outgoing clergyman than than the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to heal the land by actively doing something as opposed to sitting around and praying and bullshit. So you've heard from the tavern keepers and from the people around that that there was a recent attack on a religious temple in the northern city Hiroga, which was where everyone was going to be heading to set up their temple, as that's the place that has recently had a temple district and is starting to adopt more magical and religious stuff, as opposed to this city, which is still very trader and mercantile sort of deal. So you're basically planning on, once you've gotten up and gotten refreshed, on heading north, out the north gate, and making your way there, essentially. You're planning on hitching a ride or something, whatever you want to do. So, yeah. What
Right.
what is your first port of call once you've had a few strips of bacon and eggs?
Well, it's definitely time to get moving. I've been tired of just sitting on a ship
Mm.
constantly.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Right. So you immediately pack up your things and
Yep.
head on out. And you notice, much like,
Yeah, you can click and drag, right?
yes, so you can move yourself as well. You notice that, yeah, a lot of the citizens around here are pretty jumpy. They're all human, dwarf, and halfling. You're not seen a single elf as you've been walking around. They're all, pretty dirty, musty. This is definitely the unwashed masses. You don't see any sort of like real noble people or anything like that until you get onto the main street, where you start noticing that there's mercantile people. There's a lot of caravanny sort of things going by. You're feeling pretty good about being able to hitch a ride north. So you sling your shield and mace over your shoulders and start walking up the north passage.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And you're getting a couple of stares from people. Not really sure why. But as you get through the gate, you see a stable with a big field of horses and other beasts of burden on your left, and on your right you see a halfling that's a lot paler than the other halflings that you've seen in town. He definitely looks like he's not from this region. He's got slick black hair, and he seems to be cooking up something with with a bunch of tools out, and is very focused on what he's doing. He's got some guns. He's got some long metal things laid out that you're not really sure what they are. He looks kind of dangerous from where you're sitting, but beside him there seems like a regular human farmer type who just seems to be sitting beside him, sort of nagging him a little bit. Do you wish to approach?
I'm gonna cautiously approach and try to strike up a conversation.
Varys and Ailey. You see a very tall elven man with long blonde hair, slicked back, a few cuts on his face, wearing some pretty heavy armor, wielding a small mace and a shield, and very clearly and emblazoned on his armor is a symbol of religious significance. What's the plan?
Am I still working on stuff?
No, you're done now. You still, got your stuff out.
Yeah,
But you're
I'll
packing
be
up.
packing that up in between cleaning my gun. Just sort of eyeballing him as he approaches.
Ailey?
I'm a regular human.
Yes, you keep saying it out loud, and people will eventually believe it.
Okay. So first thing, Zofan, can I get you to roll an insight check for me? So in your
what?
an insight check. So if you open up your sheet, if you haven't already, and then down the list of things, there's insight. Thrown
here
into
we go.
history.
I'll roll it. Oh, not very good.
All right. Yeah, you don't. As far as you can see, this is just a regular normal human and a regular halfling.
Just a very strange sounding
Yeah,
human.
very strange human.
Yeah. Well, hello. I just came into port, and I'm a little lost. Are you going north?
You mean to Hiroga?
I believe so. I believe so.
What do you do, friend?
Well, I mostly heal. I broke away from the clergy to adventure here, and I heard news about an attack of some sort.
An evil attack? You know, bad things coming?
I don't know if I know that.
So the attack you heard of is the one against the burning of the church in Hiroga.
So I imagine it's probably pretty evil. They burned the church.
Oh. Oh, we are combating these people who burned the church. We are friends with one of the people who thankfully is a member of their circle but was not in the place when it got torched.
She's the only one left.
Yeah. They are, I believe, in Hrogar. We will be heading there at some point, I imagine. Right, Ailey? Alan? Yes, sure. That's your name.
All right.
Alan. Alan's your
Yep.
name now.
This may
And
be a
you're
little direct, but could I travel with you? I'm in these lands alone, and I hear it's quite dangerous.
How are you in a scrap?
I've been through a lot in my life, so I wasn't just a clergy member. I'm pretty good in a fight.
Okay.
Plus, I have heals, and
That is helpful.
mhm.
Okay. I don't know. It's just that the last person who was like randomly met us and was part of a clergy kind of turned out to be the guy that ended up torching this place. So little
you
worried.
have pretty hair.
You do have pretty hair.
Thank you. I, I
So
look
you got to promise
concerned.
me something. If you were to say die, would you come back and become an evil man bent on vengeance and establishing an evil god?
I would assume not. I would
Good.
assume
That's
not.
good. You are already doing better than the last guy. Well done. That's a plus in my book. Any questions for him? I'd look over at Ailey.
Ailey?
What are your views on the different races?
Well, different
For
races.
example, maybe perhaps somebody who had dragon ancestry.
Well, not that I know of any, but I'm not exactly. I always love learning about different races.
Okay, that's cool. What are your views on associating with people who have fairly large bounties on their heads? Is that an off-put for you?
Well, I love making me some gold, but
Theoretically. Varus's gun hand tightens on it. And he keeps looking at him. Well, say that this group had had the bounty on their head for quite some time and had already taken out at least 4 or 5 different incursions on their life. And they're still going, and they've even got better stuff than they did then. How would you feel about trying to attack them then?
I believe in respect, and as long as you treat me with respect, I will defend you with my life.
Cool. Okay, well, that's all good. Welcome aboard.
What do you feel about, like, basically gods of death, but not? They're just an elf that's good at death?
Even I am confused with that.
I wasn't
one.
always
What's
in the
going on?
clergy, but I'm not gonna elaborate on that right now.
I mean, that's fair. We just met you. How are you with being shot at with guns and arrows and having to deal with some weird shit?
There's not much I haven't been through, but new experiences are definitely welcome.
That is good.
And where do you see yourself
Alright.
10 years from now?
Maybe-
Do
See, this
you
is what I
like
mean.
Animals.
Oh yes, good. Do you like dogs?
I was not expecting a quiz, but I do like animals.
That's
What
good.
about skeleton horses?
Oh yes, not like evil ones, just ones that like just take you
Are dead.
places. Yeah.
You are concerning me with all these questions, but
Well, we have had a spotty track record with people that we've associated with. I mean, 2 of them have turned on
Try
us.
to kill us?
Yes, through no fault of our own. One of them got killed, got brought back, and was like, "Oh, I'm going to be an evil man now because I died, and the thing that I thought was gonna happen didn't happen." And then
But
the
that's
other
just
one was
'cause
possessed by a
everything's
demon.
broken right now.
Yes, yes.
I just look
And-
stunned at the moment, staring, waiting for like any more input.
Sorry, there's a lot of shit that happens with us. So if you're gonna be in the team, you kind of need to be in, all the way, or you're gonna encounter some weird fucked up thing, and you'll be like, "Oh, I didn't know that this was gonna happen."
As long as we're making gold, I don't mind.
Oh, I
Okay,
hold
then.
up. I just jingle one of my pouches that's full of gold. Plenty of
My
gold
eye-
to be made.
You see my eyes sparkle temporarily, and as I try to hide it,
Ooh.
all right, then I'm in.
We do bounty hunting for one of the politicians here.
Maybe that's a bit too much. I mean, we don't bounty hunt, do we?
We bounty hunted like several times for him.
Yeah.
To be fair, sometimes it was an accident and we happened to fix a problem before he knew we had it.
Yes, I mean that is a thing. He is both very lucky and very unfortunate to have us as friends.
Well, we can blindfold you and take you the fast way, or we can slowly walk. Or maybe we can rent some horses. I think the skeletons aren't.
Maybe we do the blindfold thing so we can catch up to Therakus.
Blindfold.
Yes, you must put a blindfold on.
Don't worry,
I'm
we'll take you to the
smiling,
center of
smiling
the
up at
city
him from
before
3
we
foot on
put
the
on
ground.
blindfold.
You're in the
yeah.
team, but you're not like all the way in the team yet, so we don't know if we can trust you. This is a very important thing. We have a
do you have
method
any-
of travel.
Do you have any injured with you?
I
At
mean,
the moment, I don't think so.
Joe is not doing well, but that was
I
a
don't
magical
think
thing.
Yeah, I don't think he could heal Joe.
Joe
I
is one of our friends. He's an automaton.
I slowly grasp the blindfold.
Good, put it on.
All
I
right,
just sort
I
of
put it
climb up
on.
his side to attach it on his head.
He doesn't have to wear it till we get halfway through the city.
Yeah, but it's funnier this way.
Just a regular human, and nephew.
I'm
What
not
are you
your nephew. We are
asking?
not. I told you that I didn't need to be your nephew. I'm like sitting astride this person's shoulder now.
Yeah.
So,
Trying to tell you
what's
this.
your name?
My name is
Yes.
Zofan.
Nice to meet you. I'm Varus. That's.
Oh, that could be a bit
Uh,
confusing.
hmm.
Olfan, Oran. I don't know. I mean, you
Are
don't
they the
look
same
like my brother.
person? We
No.
haven't seen Oran in a while, and now he's here.
To be fair, Oran's probably sleeping with Lana.
I don't feel like
Uh,
I don't. You know what? Let's go. You know, I'll direct you. It's fine.
I'm feeling a
I'm,
little overwhelmed, but I'll go with you. Please don't lead
hey,
me into an
the
alleyway, though.
the important thing is that you are on this end, and I'll lift up the blindfold and show him my gun. You are on this end of the gun, not the other end. You're fine.
I jump back
We'll
a
find.
little bit.
I try and maintain my
Stumble
balance on
away.
his shoulder. Right. Yes. Well, fucking whatever. Come on.
Would it be better if I lead him by a leash?
I feel like that
my
gives off
God.
vibes that we don't want to have.
Okay.
I would prefer not, please.
I don't even have
You
a
want me
leash.
to go on ahead, or
You do whatever you like. It's
what
fine.
should I be behind?
You're a
What's
regular
easier
human.
for
You
you to
are our friend.
steer? Yeah, but what's easier for you to steer, with me in front or me behind?
Oh, I don't. Oh,
Aren't you steering him like that mouse that
what?
wanted to be a chef?
Oh, you mean the fabled tale of Rat-tat-tat-Tooie? Yes.
Yeah! Rat-tat-tat!
Oh,
Dead
no.
rat! The
No, I'm just going to
necromantic rat!
I'm just going
That
to
scared a dead
shimmy
body to
onto his
become a
shoulder
chef!
here.
I'm going to
Come on,
die, aren't
this
I?
way. Well, I mean, it has happened to a couple of us, so you'll be joining the group like properly if you did that. Hey, yeah. My friend here has died.
Oh,
It
that
took them
explains the smell of
ages
death.
to bring me back. But that's
Excuse me,
funny,
I
though,
sacrificed
it's
some
thinking-
very nice jewelry to bring you back to life. It's the first nice shit I've ever owned, and I fucking put it into it. I fucking just. It was nice stuff, alright? And you just shit on me being too late. I don't control the time in that weird place you're in.
Yeah, well, I don't know who. Like, that guy controls it, right? Which is why no one's going where they're supposed to when they die, and it made Thingy go all like, I'm gonna be evil now.
Yeah, so nice to meet you, Zolfan.
Mm. Alright, so with all of this, you have blindfolded him, and you have led him through partway through the city.
Yep.
You guys have
How much
thoroughly.
gaming do I have left?
You've probably got like 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
No, it was an hour there, so you've probably got like 2 and a bit hours left.
Oh, yeah. There's
Assuming.
plenty of time to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so as soon as you get in the gates, the fact that there's a human, a halfling piloting a blindfolded elf through the city, you are getting
Stumbling through the street.
you are getting a lot of looks as you make your
Told
way
you we
through.
should have waited till halfway.
Oh, fine. I pull his blindfold off. Alright, keep going.
Alright,
This way.
you
alright.
get
People
through.
are staring at us
It's
because you are
just
blindfolded.
Xenon. Then it would have just looked like he was giving his son a piggyback ride.
I am not any. No, none of you are my parents. That's weird.
Right, so you make it to the trade ward. Is this where you're gonna do the blindfold, or
Yeah, but, like,
It's not far from it, right?
yeah?
yeah, we've only got a few more minutes.
I
walking,
just put it
surely.
back on now, and we're just gonna spin you around a bit so you don't know the orientation in which we're going. And don't be surprised if I look.
Never been here before.
There's something
Yeah, this
wrong
way
with
you
this
extra
human.
don't know. No, this human is perfectly fine. Terribly average, normal, adequate human. That's it.
Mm.
all there is.
Mhm.
I have a
Just bear in
question on
mind the whole time
intelligence.
Ailey has been, because I can't, my voice is too fucked, but Ailey's putting on their bad, rough voice.
Yeah.
Oh, Varys's voice is layered in
I'm
sarcasm.
totally a human male. Kind of voice.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Varys just gives you a shrug.
I just question the intelligence of that human.
Mhm.
A little worried.
Yeah. Yeah, you
But-
put the blindfold back on, you're led, you spun around a couple of times, and you're led down another street. You can, you hear the bustling trade ward behind you as they get walked down another street, and then, you're pushed inside of a building. Do you want to try and attempt to figure out where you are in relation to anything else, or you're just going to go with the flow?
I think I'm going to trust this for now.
Okay.
But I'm going to be looking for either valuable belongings for some reason.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You're gonna be sorely disappointed when you see that.
yeah. So you get inside. You guys gonna remove his blindfold once he's inside, or?
Well,
Sure.
once inside and close the door.
Okay. You're inside. Close the door. You remove his blindfold, and you see an entirely empty house. There is
This
no.
is definitely how I die.
There is no furniture. There's like dust in a
of curtains up in a room for
Yeah.
some reason in the central square.
Yeah, there's
I
a
don't understand.
going on
bunch
here?
of dust in a
Bloody
corner
life.
somewhere. Yeah, there's
Yeah, it's just
there's
this
a pile of ash-eaten dust over in the corner there.
It
Um,
appears to have like 2 weird boot prints in it. As
Yeah.
well.
Can I investigate the ash?
Sure,
Kind of wanting.
you're all right. You can
While,
roll an investigation.
while he's distracted investigating the ash, Ailey's gonna finally drop her scene.
Okay, and roll an Arcana as well for me. No, actually, roll a
I'm
religion.
just-
Sorry, no, roll a religion for me.
Okay, religion.
I'm just watching him the entire time. Nice.
Okay, so on investigation, you're not really sure exactly what it is, but in knowing the religious aspect to this, you know that this is demon ash left behind from when a demon is returned to its realm forcefully.
The air smells of death in here. What happened? I attempt a question.
And
You,
Ailey has now dropped their scene.
Yeah. So you turn around.
yeah.
You turn around to question him, and behind you, you see a horned human with big leathery wings, flipped out, and sort of copper colored hair, and like red and orangey, coppery scales coming up her neck. Where the farmer was.
Not sure if male or female.
Yeah, sort of pseudo androgynous, more on the feminine side
And
than the
one
male
horn
side.
is like.
Oh yeah, one horn is
shorter
shorter
than
than
the
the other, but
Well,
they're
okay,
they're
hold on.
like short horns. They're not like full on demonic horns or anything. You very much get the sense that this is of draconic nature and not demonic.
Yeah, well, my character is smart,
Hmm.
but would I have known what that race was?
Roll a general intelligence check for me.
One check.
Yeah, like everyone else would know, but I feel like an elf might.
Well, so
No.
everyone
Ability
yeah, an ability check. So everyone knows of dragon born, which are the full-on
Yeah.
like humanoid lizard dragon-y people. Half dragons are more shrouded in myth, and from a general intelligence, so yeah, you're from being an elf and being longer lived, you do know that in between dragonborn and full-on dragon, there was a sort of precursor race, the half dragons, which still pop up from time to time. And you are aware that Ailey is probably one of them.
That
Not
was
a
a clever disguise.
It was the only one I had left. The rest, it's a little more obvious. Ailey pulls out a hat.
Yeah, that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
So tell me, am I here to be mugged or am I gonna die?
No, that was
I
with
mean-
the demon that turned on us. That used to be our friend.
Your
We
friend
thought
is now
that-
a pile of ash.
No, our friend is now a demon. There was some sort of curse from a weapon that we got from the last demon that we killed, a different one. He was running a shady nightclub and just generally being a nuisance and turfing people out of their homes. Being an asshole. Killed him, took his bident. Big guy got a taste of being turned into a demon. Was okay for a bit. Turned into a demon. Assaulted our friend. We had to kill him. That's everything.
All right, fair enough. Good explanation, but
Mm.
I'm still gonna be a little wary.
Yeah, it's fine. Come with us.
All right, I'm not gonna complain as long as we get to actually make it north, and you're not gonna steal everything from me.
What have you got that's worth stealing?
Not much.
About 15 gold.
Yeah.
I pull out a platinum and hand it to him.
What?
So it's like
Yeah,
From
as
the
a
bag
token of good
holding,
faith.
or-
so worth
Not
like
from mine.
it's worth 10 of your gold.
I swipe it as fast as I possibly can.
I made sure that it was well clear of my bag before I put it towards him.
All right, well there you go. Add a platinum to your sheet.
Can I do that?
Yep, you go into your inventory, and at the top is your currency.
Oh, okay.
Take that.
One.
1 platinum.
There you go, as a sign of good faith.
Thank you
And I'll
so
lead
much.
him.
I've never seen this amount of money.
I hadn't either until I joined this merry crew of fucking lunatics. But I'm one, so it makes sense, I guess.
Cool.
Lead him downstairs.
So they lead you out of the lounge and down into the basement.
Oh boy.
So past a broken in door essentially. It's a regular door, but yeah. Down into the
Regular door.
regular door down into the basement, where there's a few shelves and stuff up, but nothing on them or anything. Otherwise it just looks like an empty cellar, a little bit colder than upstairs.
Do you guys own this house, or did you just break in?
We
Yes.
originally broke in, but
Yes.
It answers both questions. Economy of language.
All right.
Sorry, Ailey, you were saying?
So first we broke into it, and now we own it.
I
We
don't
still
think
need to
that's
pick up
how
the
it works.
paperwork. No, that's exactly how it works. This is an historic site, and we are the legal caregivers of it.
I
Follow me,
nod.
you'll see why.
I kind of just follow along.
I'll go up
And push the button.
Yep, call it.
All right. It pushes in like a little indent in the wall, and you see. We hear first a little like winding noise, and crunching of some gears, and then you see the wall at the far end of it open up to a sort of golden inlet, sort of a. The wall opens and there's a small room that it opens up to, like maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. It's lit up way brighter than the inside of the cellar, with some nice patterning on the walls and some gold trim along the center of it, and they sort of the halfling and the half dragon make their way inside and beckon you in.
Come on.
All right, I'm coming. This looks way different than the rest of the house.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a historical building.
It is
now
still a bit
purchased
dusty,
by-
but is definitely different.
by a person that
person.
will say their name later. Maybe.
Okay, the person that you'll say
that.
then.
About Waco.
Who?
Anyway, you get in, and Varys pushes another.
Wait. Before I push the button, he hears in his head, "You didn't hear that name, okay?" My lips haven't moved. You are hearing this inside your skull.
Yep.
I look around.
I'm looking at you. My lips didn't move though.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's why I was looking around.
Yeah. As an elf, you're familiar enough with telepathy to know what that is.
Yeah, I was just curious who did it, but I recognize the voice enough now.
All right, and then Varys
Yes.
pushes the button, and the door slides closed, and you hear another clicking of and whirring of gears, and you feel the room sort of jolt and start folding. Roll a Constitution check for me.
Uh-oh.
That's right. I remember this happening.
Saving throw or ability?
Ability check.
All right. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Ooh, you hate to see it.
Yeah. So for this, you've traveled on boats, you've traveled on a bunch of different vehicles. You've never traveled in an elevator before, and this just is a shock to the system. And you immediately just sort of and just
I just
lose
throw
your
up
entire
everywhere.
breakfast onto the floor of the elevator that you're
Jump
into.
back.
Oh no.
Haley like steps back.
Oh.
And then the elevator dings and comes to a nice little stop, and the door opens. And you see a similarly styled outside and a long hallway that goes down.
I never want to go on that accursed thing. What was that?
I don't know. It's
A
just the
moving
thing that brings it
box.
down. I would know what an elevator was, surely, with my tinkering ability.
Yeah, there are elevators for other reasons. So
Yeah. It's an elevator, you know, you get them in mines and things as well. This just happens to be one that leads to something really fucking cool.
I wish you could add like a fear of elevators.
I could.
So I
Hey,
character
hey.
now.
I really
That could
could.
be
Well, at the very
Alright,
least, you'll
go
hit.
ahead.
At the very least, the next time you get in one, you're going to have disadvantage on that Constitution check.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Alright, I will.
-5.
Along with
All right.
Ailey will lead towards the train.
You didn't take. You didn't take prestidigitation, did you?
Me?
Yep. So
I
that
think
vomit.
I did, actually.
No, you didn't end up taking it. You took
I didn't?
minor illusion and thaumaturgy.
Ah,
Yeah. So that vomit's just gonna stay there for a little bit.
yeah. Yep. I mean, I could clean it, I guess, but
That'll be your job when we get back.
oh no.
It's yours. I'm not cleaning it for you.
All right.
If only they had dogs nearby, this would be very easy to clean up.
Oh, yes. Maybe
Mm.
don't say that.
Hmm?
I think about what will happen if the dog is disrespected.
Oh yeah, he will die. Anyway, you make your way down the hallway, and it's pretty lavish. Lights are on. You see no sign of any other people. You see the several sets of footsteps coming up and down this hallway in the center, and hoof marks, oddly enough, as well, and as well as some paw prints, but in and out down the center of it, in the dust, and there's just like a massive layer of dust that's on everything in this hallway, until you come down into a wide open domed area that has on two sides of it big massive openings that just turn to blackness, and in a sort of inset in the middle of the room that goes between these two entrances, and you see a rail system that is laying in the middle of that inlet. It is, you're familiar enough with minecarts and stuff, you kind of could assume that this is like a mine entrance just for minecarts, but you don't see any currently there.
Where are we going, if you don't mind me asking?
To the city.
To Hiroga.
This is what is this, a shortcut?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
way shorter.
There is
They
no
go
train
back in.
here because Thoracus has taken it.
Still waiting
Oh.
for we can call it back, though, can't we?
No, you don't know.
What?
You've never
Robots
before.
down here?
Every time that
Yeah, I
you've
thought there
okay,
was a
so
robot
so
here.
the last time that you've had to get it back from someone using it, Joe sent it back to you specifically. The only other times, yeah, it has always been where you were because you guys are the only ones that traveled on it.
Can I also point out that you guys don't have a magic owl to communicate with me?
Yep.
Do we just walk the rails, or like this looks a little dangerous?
It's
dangerous.
pretty dangerous. Yeah, we probably don't do that. And we don't have the horses either, do
Nope. Thoracus took all of
God
those
damn
too.
we? Fuck.
This wasn't the plan!
Well, you got to
Yes,
see it at
walk
least.
along it.
Yeah, no,
long
let's
as
not do that.
She's not planning on coming back this way.
We don't know
without
that.
us.
We
Well,
don't
she
know
said
that.
She wasn't going to. She was gonna meet us there.
Fine.
I'm assuming we're gonna have to walk now, aren't we?
Yes, we're going down the fucking
But
back.
at least this way we don't have to deal with other people, so we're safe and can camp wherever.
Yeah,
But
I'm
just
not
ask
carrying the
robot
halfling this
dude
time.
Digging up the hole, maybe he can bring
I
it
can walk on my own. It's fine.
All right, as long
It
as
was
we
just
understand
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, it
so
was
you guys
just
are gonna
hilarious
try.
sitting on their shoulder and directing you.
You guys are gonna walk the track. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Ailey
why not?
wants to talk to one of the robots to get them to call it back.
There are no robots here.
Oh. Can she investigate for a button that might bring it back?
Sure. Roll an investigation.
Fair enough.
Because, you know, there's a button for the elevator to go up and down,
Yep.
no matter which spot it was left in.
It's
So
true.
her logic is that it might work elsewhere.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Nope.
But Ailey's not good at investigation.
No.
can I notice and ask?
Yeah,
Wait.
I was about to say. Do we
What are you
see
looking
Haley
for?
doing this?
A button like the elevator.
Hmm.
Eh,
Can I roll for a check?
Sure.
yeah. I
What
as
was
well.
that again?
Investigation.
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 Oh,
Yeah, join the group.
oh.
There we go.
All right. So an investigation of this room specifically for buttons. You do find a button actually that's on the wall from the entrance. So you come in on the entrance, and to your right and behind you there's a wall. You do find that there is a similar inset piece of the wall that is button-like,
Button-esque.
button-esque. Do you want to
Button adjacent.
button adjacent? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Press it.
press it? Okay.
Yeah.
Press it, and right beside it you see the wall shift in and move away, much like the elevator does. And you see inside you see a room that's darkened. So for your sight, not particularly a lot in there, but it does seem like there's a series of buttons in there along the wall.
Can we push them all?
Maybe
they
we
have
don't push
labels.
all of them. Yeah, let's check for labels.
Hold on, I think I would be able to see.
Yes, you have dark vision. So does Sailing.
Yeah.
So you can.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
it's just me that doesn't.
Varys can try and look as well.
Hey,
with
I've
some
got
light.
torches.
Yeah. So
do I need to investigate? Like, I don't know if the buttons will have any markings on
you
them.
can
Probably
You
not.
can certainly try if you want to roll
Alright,
another
well-
investigation.
I'm gonna investigate the buttons because I'm a little worried what these do.
Yeah, you don't really see much of a labeling system to them at all. They were just sort of varying degrees of inset into this wall. Yeah, in different angles. So some of them are just like a series where they're like straight up and down, like a 3x3 set of buttons. Some of them are in like a circle. Yeah, there's just a variety of different buttons and outlays to the buttons. Do you want to
Leave these buttons
roll?
alone? We don't know what they do.
Do you want to roll an Arcana check?
Will that? Oh, yeah. I guess I can do that, can't I?
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Yeah, you
Can
definitely
I
get
roll
the.
a survival check?
For what?
Surviving in
surviving.
the harsh wilderness of downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can sit.
Can I persuade the buttons to be the right
You're
one?
just looking at things you have proficiency in.
Can I persuade the button?
Anyway,
No.
Yeah.
so you get a certain sense that whatever is operating this whatever's going on here is magical in nature. Has magic behind it. That's about as much as you get from that.
All right. Well, that's not very much. I'm just looking at my abilities real quick. Don't think I have anything that'll help. Has everybody used their investigation? I don't know.
On the buttons, no, just you.
All right.
Can I have a look at them?
I could help.
You want me to try and look at the buttons now that you've found the buttons? What am I rolling for that?
Investigation.
Or Arcana?
Investigation.
Can I use an ability?
You want to guide somebody?
Yeah, I want to guide. Oh, wait,
Okay.
You know what?
It doesn't matter for.
Don't worry about that.
So you're gonna guide Varys on his investigation.
Yeah, I'll attempt to guide Varys.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I use the ability?
Guidance is a
Roll
cantrip.
for it.
So Varys, roll another d4.
I guess I don't have to roll for it. It's just instant.
Yeah, I mean, it's just instant. He gets to roll. Cool. So that's a total of 18.
18.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you you look over the buttons, give them a dust down, trying to check out if there's any sort of symbols or anything. You do notice on a couple of them that there is like some worn writing that you do not understand.
Oh. Can I point it out to... wait, Ailey, does your crown give you a thing? Didn't you have...
It just
No, I
lets
can
them
only
speak.
Oh,
understand
spoken
listening.
languages.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why don't you point it out to
Shame.
all of us? We'll
Yeah,
take a
I
look.
mean, I would have been doing the same for you as
Yep.
well, but I know that Ailey had a thing. But yes.
Yep. So
Writing on this.
Yep. So none
I
of you.
didn't see any writing.
None of you understand it. It points out the writing to you, and none of you understand it. But it does look
Okay.
like it is that some of the buttons do have writing in and around them.
Okay. Well, Maybe something to talk to our benefactor about, maybe?
I mean, we should try to press at least one of them.
Yeah.
I don't...
I agree.
Yes, and that is why I am saying,
Eeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, how do we pick which one to press? I mean, we can
Is
just go
there
at
a
random.
big red button?
Big red buttons are usually
There's
not
no-
a good thing to press.
No,
big red
definitely
button.
not.
Yeah, so you got okay. You've got like a, as I said, you got a 3x3 pad of buttons. You got a
Okay.
set of like 10 buttons in a circle.
Which button looks the most worn?
Roll a perception check for me.
Sure thing.
You're still guided, so you can roll a d4.
Whoa!
Wait.
Pretty high perception.
If you want to, yeah. Oh
Yep.
yeah, all right.
27,
27.
please.
All right, yeah. There is definitely one button, in the circle of buttons that has been pressed way more than the other buttons.
Okay. Well,
Does not have any writing
newbie,
on
would
it.
you like the honor? Point out that
Sure.
particular button that's been pressed a whole bunch.
I
Okay.
press the button very cautiously.
All right, you feel the of the button going in and pushing it, pulling itself back out, and it's like spring loaded.
Well,
Don't
And
hear
listen
or
out for anything.
hear
Yeah,
or
I'm
see
just
anything
listening.
else happening.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Shall we go now then?
yeah, I don't think anything is actually happening. Maybe this device is actually broken, for all we know.
I never knew this room existed until like 2 minutes ago.
This is true.
What?
This is true.
What if it did work, but we just don't know?
Are you saying we should wait?
We can wait for a little while and then get going.
How long does it normally take the train to go from A to B?
From here to Hiroga, normally a couple of hours, maybe 4 to 6.
Oh,
Oh, so we'd have to wait that long.
If well,
Wait.
so it's only been about an hour and a half. No, maybe it's only been about 2 hours since Thrak has left.
So we might have just called it back.
Yeah. So Thrakus might have just gotten halfway, and they might be on their way back now.
that's hilarious. Drag them back.
Yeah. But they could also easily notice that they're going back, wonder what's happening, talk to the robot and tell him to go forward again, and then you'd never know.
Yeah, that's fair.
You just gotta
Maybe-
keep pressing the button.
Maybe we just
Okay,
follow
on
the
my end.
tracks.
On my end,
Mhm.
what should I roll to see whether I think it's just some weird freaking glitch?
Oh, no, you
Right,
don't
it's
notice.
bad.
There's nothing, it hasn't done anything for you, don't worry. That was for their benefit, to make them wonder what's going on.
Press the button
Should
and
we
then
wait
just
a
wait.
couple of hours to see if she comes back?
I
Or
think we should
just
wait.
Start walking?
We can wait an hour, and then if we don't hear anything, then we can get going.
But hasn't she been gone for 2? Wouldn't we want to wait for like 2 hours to hear anything?
It's fine, whatever.
Is there lots of little alcoves in the wall? I can't remember whether we discussed if there was like maintenance things that if we are walking we can like duck into and hide if a track is going past and the like.
I mean, you can try and look down one of them if you want to quickly check. You weren't particularly paying attention as you were traveling in the train, so give me a perception check if you want to check down the track.
Okay, I was gonna turn on my fire sword to see better.
Well, you have dark vision anyway, so.
Oh yeah.
But
Well, no, for
you don't see
Varus's
you don't see jack shit. But if you want to get
Yeah.
someone else to look,
Yeah, because I
No,
believe. Oh no, I wanted to. There we go.
You're attacking the air again.
yeah,
Yeah, so now there is light up to 40 feet
Yep.
ahead of us. Like, so Ailey will go to the edge of the tunnel and, like, hold the sword out so
Yep.
that Varus can look.
yep. So within the 40 feet that you can now see, You don't see any sort of alcove or any way to go in.
Oh,
Dear.
What do you want to do?
I think we should probably wait, and then if nothing happens, we
We
walk.
wait up on the platform for a couple
Yeah.
of hours. Then we go.
Yeah.
We can make more bullets while we wait.
That was my plan. Hey,
Oh, God, I just realized what the time was.
Yes. So we'll be
Yeah.
finishing up. I believe that's why
Zoltan,
Thrak gets dropped off.
Yes,
can you assist me in making these bullets while we wait?
absolutely. I think. Hold on.
You never
I
asked
believe.
me to help.
He knows magic stuff.
So I'll use my guidance.
Oh, sure.
You can use your guidance. You can also help with his Arcana
Can I
I was
help
gonna
stuff.
in any
suggest
other
you do
sort of
the
way?
yeah, the
You're
Arcana.
not trained in Arcana, but you have better Arcana than he does.
You are
All right.
magically more inclined than I am.
I'll do the Arcana roll then for it.
Alright, I'm gonna try and make some spicy rifle bullets.
Spicy rifle bullets.
Can I
Taking
do
the
the-
plunge.
Roll now.
All right, so he's gonna roll a Tinker's Tools check.
Okay.
Yep.
then
And
you're
that was
gonna-
with the guidance.
That was with guidance, so you can add a +4 to that.
I fucking will, yes.
Mm. Sorry, plus a D4, not straight 4. Oh,
Oh,
okay, 13. All right, I just had it open. Rifle bullets. How many casing you got?
Total 22.
22. All right, then you spend about an hour. All right, you make 10 spicy rifle bullets, and you end up using an additional quarter of a bag of powder, so you are down to
Okay.
3.5.
Sweet. That's all good.
so do I do the roll
I'll do
now
it.
for
Yeah, I'll
Arcana?
do that. Yeah, roll that Arcana.
Let's see. Oh,
Cool.
they're just gonna be
Oh,
like hand
no.
grenades when you fire
Is-
them.
Is it gonna fucking blow up my gun?
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
oh no.
Beans. This is gonna get fun. Cool. So you can call those spicy rifle bullets ?
Okay. I'm going to oh, do I have to put those in?
I can put those in. If it.
Okay. Cool.
Just clone these.
These are just gonna blow everybody up when you fire them.
Don't know. You don't know.
I feel like I would probably distance myself from the others and attempt to use one.
Would you? I mean, you imagine that he's probably pretty good at magic.
Yeah, no,
have
that's
relative
fair. I
relative
don't
faith in
understand
his.
magic. I will keep these for a rainy day.
Because I mean, as far as you've noticed, you've only used the ones that you first made, and those seemed to have a pretty close, relatively tame effect, right? The ones that
Yeah.
you initially done, you have not used any of the other ones.
That's true. Yep.
I'm gonna blame the elevator for making me so dizzy and vomiting everywhere. Why I can't use my magic properly right now?
That's fair.
I'm just too sick.
Yeah. Alright, we'll
Change
wait
this
then.
to spicy rifle. Rifle. ? And you have 10 of those. Not 101. 10. Cool. Yeah. They weigh the same, right? Hold on, I just need to check that. Yes. That's fine. Cool beans. Well, that is where we're going to end up for tonight. Because it is 10:30. But next week we will find out what the Rikus does once they get to Hiroga. And the rest of the team will be waiting in the station for at least a couple of hours.
Roasting marshmallows over a magic fire, clearly.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be fun.
Oh,
Um,
Ailey will totally
Yes.
be going through all the brewing stuff.
Mm.
And Thrakus
And
is
I'd only be, I mean, I wouldn't be in the forest, so I'd only really be roasting marshmallows if the sticks had hurt me.
That's fair.
fair
I
enough.
don't think I have marshmallows on me anyway.
No, they're not very
be
easy to
roasting
find in a fantasy setting.
Jerky? I'd
Yeah.
roast jerky? I could make some
Jerky and
soup.
some old bread.
Roasting some rat over magic fire.
Delicious.
Rat
Flaming
didn't do
magic
anything
fire.
wrong by me. It's not like those
Absolutely.
fucking seagulls that woke us up.
That's true.
Still got those feathers.
Yeah, I once led us on a seagull hunt.
Guy rats.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh dear. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us, and thanks Tempart for joining the party. It's
No
gonna be
problem.
good to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow on all of the Whānau channels, we'll be playing more Ghosts of Tsushima. Check that out. Friday and Saturday, Random Guy will be back with more. I think he's finished Pokemon now, actually, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But he'll be back with more cool stuff. So check him out over on YouNow. Sunday, Beef again, back on YouNow. Check him out. He's also always playing something cool. Monday, I will be there over in YouNow. We'll be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Getting into absolute shenanigans in there. Check that out. And then Tuesday more Beef, and then Wednesday right back here, same bat time, same bat channel. We will be catching up with the team, seeing what's happened to poor Joe, seeing what Thrakus gets up to, and seeing how well they take the new addition to the party.
I'm worried about those bullets now.
That's gonna be
Danger
fun.
bullets.
Alrighty.
We'll
They've had
find
some
out
fun
one
with
day.
You'll
splinters,
find out
so, yeah.
maybe next time. That'll be cool. All right. Bye bye.